Welcome back to another episode of Instigating with Clarkie and Drury. I, of course, am Ryan Drury. That is Clarkie, and we're very pleased to be joined by a great special guest this week. It's our first ever guest on the show, and it's our friend Sean Cottrell. He is one of the best mixed doubles curling players in the world, alongside his wife, Katie. At least we think so. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. Sean, how you doing, brother?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing very well. Obviously, curling, we're heading into the weekend. It's the Pinty's Grand Slam of curling. Of course, our fellow Cool Bet sponsoree, John Epping, is in the field. And of course, Rachel Homan's team is also sponsored by Cool Bet, just like this show. And so she's in action as well. Just your thoughts on the tournament and maybe what those two teams in particular need to do to win?
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot yet. I just was sitting down this evening to watch some games. Yeah, I mean, I think John's team's definitely strong. They've looked good so far this year. Rachel's always strong. I think their team's probably as strong as it's ever been right now with the new addition at front end. Yeah, I would definitely say Rachel's probably the front runner for to win this event, probably to go to the Olympics would be my pick. I think John's probably in the top 2 or 3 for sure.
Who do you think would be his biggest competition this year? Let's talk about the year in general, not just this tournament, but what do you see shaping up this year on the men's side? Let's start there.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually probably the top team in men's right now is Bruce Mowat from Scotland. Young team, won both Grand Slams last year. They only hosted 2 Grand Slams last year in the Calgary bubble, and he won them both. I think they're getting better as well. They're both the whole team's in their mid-20s. I would look to them to be probably one of the favorites in the Olympics for sure.
How about on the Canadian, like in the Canadian side of things, who in this country, who do you see?
Yeah, I still think Brad Gushu's team's probably near the top of the pile. Kevin Cooey, I think potentially if they can get their lineup working. I think they added John Morris, and
he just keeps going, John?
He's got a strong personality. I think if they can get things to work, as good as anybody out there, but they need everybody to figure out their role on the team, I think, still.
Yeah.
And then, I think John's probably right up there as well, one of the top 2 or 3 in the country right now.
Yeah, he's certainly playing really well. He had a solid year last year, and obviously we are on the bandwagon, but we're on your bandwagon as well. Tell us about mixed doubles. What's the Olympic picture kind of looking like for you guys? I know that you guys are involved in the trials process. How's that looking, and just the health of mixed doubles overall? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we're sitting in an okay spot. So the qualification for mixed doubles Olympic trials is a bit of a dog's breakfast. There's some teams qualify based on 4-person points that they've earned with their 4-person team that they carry over to mixed doubles. Some people get in just on mixed doubles points. There's a few direct qualification events. So yeah, it's going to be really hard to know where we're at until all the pieces kind of fall where they are. Currently, our best chance is to get it one of 2 spots that are awarded to mixed doubles points teams only. So we're currently sitting either in 5th or 6th on that list in Canada. And I think 3 teams ahead of us already have spots locked up. So really, we're kind of sitting in 3rd or 4th place for one of those 2 spots. So keeping our fingers crossed. We've got 3 events in the next 5 weeks. Need to do well in a couple of those. And then the last chance direct qualifier to the Olympic trials for mixed doubles is in Brantford mid-December. So we're kind of gearing up for that. Hope we can have a good event there. Hope if we don't win it, that some teams ahead of us win it and open up some more point spots is kind of what we're hoping for at this point. So yeah, I mean, it just keeps growing. I mean, more and more teams. I think people are starting to really latch on to mixed doubles. I think it's been growing strong since the last Olympics for sure. And you're starting to see some players that maybe really did the grind in 4-person for a long time and just don't want to do that grind anymore. And now they've kind of latched onto the mixed doubles game. Not that it's really any less commitment, but it's easier to manage, right? You've only got 2 people. You're trying to work around schedules and all that kind of stuff. So
speaking of schedules, you have a new baby, and well, I guess he's over 1 now, right?
yeah, he's just turned 15 months. So.
Yeah, and how's that going? And how's Katie and you guys coping? And like, how is it all working with the curling schedule? Maybe last year's COVID schedule was a sort of a blessing in disguise with that going on. But first of all, are things back and running 100%? And then how are you guys making out?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much back to normal. It's been a little bit slower start to some of the events. We've only played 1 mixed doubles event so far this year. Back mid-September, we went to Quebec City for an event. Played really well in the round robin. It was kind of like we hadn't been off the ice for 10 months, but then fell a little flat in our first playoff game. But we were pretty happy with how things went. This past weekend, we're actually also playing 4-person mixed. So we played in the Ontario Provincials for 4-person mixed this past weekend. And
with the Tucks?
Yeah, with Wayne and Kim. So again, super strong, won our first 4 games, lost our last 3, 2 of them by 2 inches on last rock. So we were like as close as you could be. If we had won 1 more game, we would have been in the playoffs. But yeah, we took the little man with us. My dad came with us for the weekend, and nice. It was good. Yeah, it's gearing up for a busy 2 months here, but a lot of local stuff. We've got 4 events in Ontario before Christmas. So.
And you're curling out of the Wingham Curling Club. Is everything open there? Like, are all the leagues back? Everything's full force?
Yeah, they haven't started putting the ice in Wingham yet. I think they were actually turning the plant on either today or yesterday. They're usually about the 1st of November to get things rolling. Yeah, I think everything's coming back full bore. The elite events that we host in Wingham are all happening. So it's nice to be back to a little bit more normal. Next weekend, not this coming weekend, the weekend after, we're hosting a mixed doubles event in Palmerston. So yeah, just nice to be back to some of the normal stuff.
Yeah, that's killer, man. Definitely remind us of that, and we'll pump it on the channel because obviously we, want to support the local curling scene, and you guys in particular, of course. You've been great to us on our old show and now this show. Yeah, it's interesting, right? I mean, curling, we've talked to you guys a number of times about the whole strategy that goes into it. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference in the way you approach things in mixed doubles. For people who maybe aren't familiar with curling and want to come out and try it, there are a lot of rinks around this region locally. It's obviously a pretty easy thing to do. And how would you suggest people get involved in the game at like the very base level?
Yeah, most of the clubs around here for the first few weeks of the year run kind of drop-in learn to curl clinics. Most clubs have at least 1 night a week that it's really for kind of newbies. Some of them you show up, they throw teams together and you do your thing. And then if you like it, then they'll kind of slot you into a league somewhere along the way. But yeah, like you said, almost every town around here has a curling club. So I would, if it's something you're interested in, I would suggest, reach out to the club in your local town. Fire us a message on our Team Cottrell Facebook page, and we can probably hook you up with somebody probably know somebody at every club in Huron and Bruce County. So if you want to get into it, we can probably help you get connected with somebody too.
Awesome. I love it, man. That's good news. And 2 weekends from now, you mentioned you guys are doing an event in Palmerston, so people should definitely go check that out for sure.
Sounds good.
Awesome, man. Hey, Sean, we
need to challenge you guys. We need to.
I was just going to say,
maybe though, like we got to even things out here because obviously,
well, why?
It's not, dude. I beat him once. I'll never do it again. But maybe like me and Katie and you and Jury or something like that. Like we could do.
I see what it is.
You know what I mean, right?
You don't want to do a pros versus Joes thing. You want to split.
Dude,
the
you
two
have no
All-Stars
idea.
up.
You have no idea how badly that will go for us.
Oh, it'll be so terrible, but it'll be fun. Like
It'll be fun for everyone else.
Oh yeah. If we can stay within like 10 shots, I'd be fired up. That'd be great. And I still think that something was going on the night you beat the Cottrells, Clarky.
No quotes needed here.
I don't know.
Quotes needed.
I think that
I wasn't going to bring this up, but you have now. So
well, I would like to go back and have a forensic examiner check the Cottrells Kool-Aid because or the Gatorade jar, because I think something fishy was going on. That's just me personally. All right, Sean, we really appreciate this, man. Hey, say hi to Katie, and we're happy things are going well with the young one, and we appreciate this, man. We'll check in with you again.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it.
perfect.
All right.
Oh,
there we go. It's our friend Sean Cottrell, and obviously, you know, the curling season underway and the Pinty's Grand Slam going on. Like we said, hey, this show we're brought to you by CoolBet and John Epping in the field, Rachel Homan as well. So
I do want to relive that though. Like, you know, it was awesome. Yeah, it really was.
What a moral victory for you, eh? To just
just step up and beat them. Like it was, you know,
far be
it was a
for
once
me.
in a lifetime. I'm telling you right now. I would never beat them again.
Well, you don't have to tell me again. Like I believe you that it was once in a lifetime. Want to mention as well, Instigating this show. It's brought to you in part by the Listowel Squash Courts.
That's
Check
right.
them out on Facebook. They have a men's league. You can join. Our
now,
friend Alan.
Here's the deal. I just want to interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
They had a ladder last weekend that Steve and I neither of us could take part in to seed where the people will start, where the men will start in the league. Okay. So then you can challenge someone. I think it's 3 or 4 above you to move up the ladder. Well, Steve and I couldn't take part. So we're starting at the bottom. So we have a lot of work to do.
Like Drake.
Yeah, sure.
No idea. You can see the age disparity between the hosts here. Drake, come on, dude. Stop.
Oh, I know who
now
Drake is. I know who he is.
Now the whole team. Come on, man. Like you know that
sure.
song.
Yo.
Good. Oh
yeah.
no.
He's.
I'm never referencing Drake again. Well, that's
no. You can do that. Yeah. So we'll keep everyone up to date here.
We're all very interested.
By the end of the show. Are you being sarcastic? By the end of the show, I'm going to pull, I can do it now, but I'm going to let you know who the leader is heading in and he just apparently crushed everybody. His name is Jacob. So Jacob is on the top of the ladder. It's Jacob's ladder right now.
No. God, I can't believe that you referenced that film. Like, oh no. Dude. At least my Drake reference was friendly. Like that movie is.
I'm talking about Jacob's Ladder. Wasn't that a Huey Lewis song, dude? See, you don't know that, do you? Do you know that, dude? Jacob's Ladder. I'm telling you.
You are referring, in my opinion, to the Stephen King movie. That's a book by Stephen King.
I'm talking about Jacob's Ladder was a song by Huey Lewis.
Okay, well, I don't listen to Huey Lewis in the News, okay?
I don't listen to Drake.
Huey Lewis in the News, this is a sports show, I promise. Huey Lewis in the News, are they not the group that sings Don't Need Money?
Don't need fame.
No
credit card to ride this train.
Back to the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Back to the Future, dude.
Yes,
see, Jacob's Ladder, the reason I reacted that way is because that's a movie and Tim Robbins is in it. I guess I'd suggest watch it. It is a good movie, but I'll warn you if you've never seen it, Clarky, it's really
dark,
twisted. Oh yeah, it's like weird movie. Yeah. It's not an easy watch. We'll just say that. And neither will be Clarky and I when we curl the Cottrells. It will be.
Yeah, we got to set that up. We'll set that up.
We will set that up. Absolutely. But like I said, we're brought to you in part by our friends at Listowel Squash Courts. Get over there, try it out. Our buddy Alan, he runs it. He does a great job over there. It's a beautiful facility. Go check it out.
You hear that? This is Jacob's Ladder.
Turn that off. We are
I know. We're getting trouble.
We are not getting copyright claim. It's episode 2, and we're shut down.
3 seconds is fine, I think.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Huey
you
Lewis
might have
and
to
the
make
lawsuits.
You might have to make an edit. We'll see how it goes.
You only played like a second and a half of the song. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's a lot to talk about. Let's start with hockey. Obviously, just quickly, a sad note I want to start on. Obviously, Jimmy Hayes. Many people are aware that he recently passed away. He was extremely young. He was only in his early 30s. Kevin Hayes' brother, of course. Kevin plays for the Philadelphia Flyers. Jimmy was drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs. He played for Boston, Chicago. I believe he was also in Florida for a pinch. Tragically lost his life, and his family courageously came forward. Kevin Sr., their dad, and shared that fentanyl was involved in Jimmy's death, unfortunately. And Clarkie, beyond hockey, this drug is really becoming a really massive problem in society at large. I mean, I'm a news reporter. I see the releases come across my desk every day. It's sad, man. There are a lot of people that are overdosing, and it's not. One thing to keep in mind here too, right, is that as recreational drugs like marijuana and pretty soon probably psilocybin become legal in Canada, like it's not just drug addicts, that are dying from this. Like people that are recreational drug users are dying because people are lacing stuff with fentanyl. And I mean, it takes like not even a milligram of this stuff to kill you. And it's really, really sad. Jimmy, of course, his dad revealed in the interview that he was addicted to painkillers for a while and got hooked on that, which is also a big problem in the NHL and sports in general.
And Robin Leonard, I think he tweeted about it.
He had a big outburst just before the season.
Yeah. No, it's not good. It's not a good. I'm sure a lot of football is probably just as bad.
Well, look at the amount of football players, that have died. Of course, football really broke the concussion thing wide open.
Yeah.
And you can bet that painkillers were 1,000,000% a part of that. Toradol is a big one. I know for a fact, I've known a few NHL players who have, told me that they took it. Wow. It's just, it's sad, man. And I think that, we like to have fun on this show. We like to really get fired up and dig into things. We're passionate fans, but I think that it is easy sometimes to lose sight of the fact that these are human beings we're talking about, and they are in physical sports, especially like hockey and football, what have you. They are putting their bodies on the line. Yes, some of them are making millions of dollars, but it can really affect their lives, and we need to be respectful of that. And it's just sad. It's just sad that we lost Jimmy way too young. And that was a tough revelation earlier this week, for sure. So we wish the Hayes family well, of course. And I know the whole hockey world feels the same way. All right, let's move into some other stuff. Your Maple Leafs, they've kind of evened things out a little bit early in the year here, I should say. And maybe a big part of that is their new relaxed dress code, Clarkie. This, for some reason, is a big story now.
Why is it a big story?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Because the media decided it was. Are you on board? I figured you'd be the old crusty guy that's kind of, and that's a little judgmental on my part, but thanks. I figured you'd be the guy that's like, wear suits, Yeah, they should be wearing suits.
Dude. No.
I can guarantee you one thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The New York Islander players will be wearing suits until Mr. Lamoriello leaves there. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he runs the mob.
He does. I didn't know that.
No, he Lou Lamoriello.
No, actually, I've talked to Lou. I've had some conversations with Lou. I remember distinctly having a conversation with Lou, and it's probably the only time I've really chatted with him other than asking him to do interviews or whatever. But it was in New Jersey, where the draft was being held. He was still working for the Devils at that time. And we were outside and we were trying to figure out if every year at the draft, they do like an outside fan fest. Okay.
That's right. Yep.
So where we were in New Jersey, which wasn't a great part of town, by the way, we couldn't figure out where this fan fest was going to be, but we heard about it. So I'm looking around, and who's walking towards me in the parking lot but Lou Lamoriello? And I'm like, if anyone's going to know, it's Lou.
Uh-oh.
So he's coming towards me, and I just said, Mr. Lamoriello, and he goes, yes. I told him who I was, Chris Clark, working for Leafs TV. Hey, how are you? I said, I'm good. I said, I'm just trying to find out if there's like a fan fest area somewhere outside here. And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's around, and then he stops. He says, come with me. So we go down the parking lot, and we turn the corner, and there's a gate there. He then calls for the security guard to come and unlock the gate for us, walks us all the way around the building. And now we're like 3, 4, 5 minutes into our walk because it's a big building. And he goes, it's going to be right here. And he like talked to us. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Anyway, that's my one one time talking to Lou, and he was great. I like Lou. He had a suit on.
He always does. I've never not seen Lou in a suit. I think Lou, if he ever does go on vacation, because that guy's a rink rat. Like he's what, 77 or 78 years old.
He's up there.
He's kissing 80 here, and like he just is like, no, I'm still going. I think if he ever goes on vacation, he is like in a beach chair in a suit. Like he doesn't take them off. I'll reconfirm that though, Clarky. I actually met Lou Lamoriello a few years ago as well. This would be about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when the top prospects game was in Guelph at the Sleeman Center. And my friend and now current broadcast partner with the Guelph Storm, Steve Fitzsimmons, hooked me up with a pass to go watch the top prospects game. And it was great. I actually met our mutual buddy, Craig Button, there and had a great conversation with him. Bob McKenzie was there. Like all the big heavy hitters were there. It was top prospects game. As I walked into the media entrance, Lou was walking in with Kyle Dubas at the time, who was, of course, the assistant GM, and Mark Hunter, who was still with the team. And, met all three of them. And Lou was extremely nice. I told him about, obviously, my two cousins that played. He, of course, knew who they were. And he was awesome. Like, he was really nice. Guy. Yeah, he was great. But I don't agree with, the forcibly wearing suits. But that's
why though? Why don't you agree with it?
Well, because now, like, I just don't care. I don't care what guys wear, man. I just care that they show up and score 3 goals. I don't care. Show up in a towel. Like, I just don't care. I really don't. Honestly,
but it's the image of the team. I know you don't have anything to do with the team, but it is the team image, and like they want to make it nice and professional at all times. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying literally show up in a towel. Like, don't show up in a garbage bag or something. But like, if you, I just don't.
So business casual.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is what Austin Matthews described. Like, I don't know, John Tavares.
And I'm sure that's what they told him.
Yeah.
Because that's an MLSE thing. I'm telling you right now. After working there for 15 years, I know that it's a business casual type atmosphere in the building.
Yeah.
For the workers.
Like I just don't necessarily think. Here's the biggest thing for me, right? It's a marketing thing. And like we talked at length in episode 1 about how the NHL fumbles their marketing with a bad schedule on game 1. On Sunday, this past Sunday, they had 1 game. Like, what do you do? They had 14 on Saturday, 1 game. And I know the NFL's playing, but so put some games in the evening then.
We can't worry about the other leagues.
I know. Just make
I agree. That was ridiculous.
So what I'm saying then with this is like, it's a marketing thing. What is the number one complaint about hockey players in a general sense that you see? It's that they have no personality. They're all vanilla, bland, get pucks deep guys that just say the same recycled 3 lines over and over again. Yeah. We said last week, at least I said it, and you did agree with me for once, when we were talking about Ovi. I think it's inarguable. He's the most marketable star in NHL history. There is nobody even close. I'm not saying he's the best player. He is the most magnetic personality in the league, as evidenced by his goofy commercial he made with Nick Backstrom, which wasn't even an NHL commercial. It was some insurance company in Washington making better commercials than the NHL does. Like that tells you a lot. But he's the guy. And why? Because he's different. He's out there. He's getting criticized early in his career by Don Cherry for jumping into the glass and making a big hoo-ha when he scores. And everybody was mad at him about the hot stick celebration. Everyone's doing that now. Not that one in particular, but everyone.
Not that one. No one's done that since, but that's fine.
Well, no one can do it now. It's his.
Right. Of course, it's OV's.
It's OV Selly, man. You can't do that.
Right. No, you can't.
But it's one of those things where he is so electric, right? And if guys want to show up and wear some stuff that's not, a suit and tie, I don't care.
I kind of agree with you. I would like to hear. I'm going to tune into Don Cherry's podcast, so I want to hear what he has to say about it. He'll have something to say about it.
I'm sure. And the schedule too. I don't even care.
The Leafs play Monday against the Rain. Totally dominate the game. Couldn't score again, but they totally dominated that hockey game. They were the better team by far, and I wouldn't even say the Rangers had the better goalie because Jack played well too. I mean, he had one goal that they didn't even know.
Shesterkin won that game. He literally stole the game.
No question about it.
So he was better than Jack Campbell then. Did Jack Campbell steal the game? He didn't play bad. He's not the reason the Leafs lost, but he wasn't better than Shesterkin.
I didn't say he was better. I said he was just as good. Rewind the tape. Yeah. Didn't I say that? I said I can't say he was better.
I thought you said he was better.
Just rewind the tape.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy to do. Yeah. Anyway, they totally dominated the game. They got a point.
I agree. Yeah,
they should have won the game, but Shesterkin, he was the guy who stole the game.
He was gross.
But he wasn't that much of a better goalie. Anyway, but I don't understand. Stop. It's over. I don't understand how they play
73
Monday.
Shot attempts. Yeah. No, go ahead.
They play Monday and then they're off until Friday. Like, I don't understand the schedule.
And they play at 6. They
on
play
Friday?
Yeah. We're recording this on Thursday, by the way. I don't even know what day it is.
I don't even know. Is it Hockey Hall of Fame night?
No, I don't think that's till November.
Yeah, it's not
usually the Hockey Hall of Fame night's in November.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good one this year.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. You were right.
Madonna versus Niedermeyer.
Well, I would have been an hour late to the party.
I was listening to Overdrive, our buddy Brian Hayes, who we're going to rope into getting on this show eventually. Hayes is one of the best. They were talking about, like, how bizarre is this? A 6 o'clock start for the Maple Leafs on a Friday night? That's weird. And it is weird.
It's definitely weird.
Listen, I understand, and I don't envy the schedule makers for any sport,
it's
particularly
all done by a computer.
Well, I mean, because like with buildings like Scotiabank and big arenas, like they got to work around sometimes basketball teams, concerts, different stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole thing.
That is true.
But 6, really, like that's different. 6. Because a lot of Leaf fans are going to get off work at 5 or just a bit after, drive home and miss the first period. Like it's,
Yeah, if you didn't tell me right now, honestly, I would have been an hour late to the party. I would have been an hour late turning the game on. I'm like, luckily I only worked till 5.
You'd have turned it on. It would have been like 3-0 in the second period.
I probably I'm going to see it. Maybe I'll go to Harry's tomorrow in Drayton.
There. Oh, yeah, that's a spot. I go with you, but I got to call the Listowel Cyclones game. Tune into that on CK.
How are they doing anyway?
They're doing pretty good. We got
to talk some Cyclones on the next episode.
We will talk about the Cyclones, and I actually had a nice sit down chat the other day, just yesterday actually, with Dixon Grimes, their goaltender. Of course, he's a Guelph Storm product, so nice connection there for me. And they're a good young team. Like they can score. They'll make the playoffs and do some damage.
Craig Button was in Guelph last Friday.
I'm well aware of that. I saw him.
Did you go say hi?
No, because we're not allowed. We have to kind of stay in the media area. The team doesn't want us wandering around the building. Well, it's not the building, so we kind of stay in our little zone. But I did see him down the hall, and Kyle Dubas was there as well. We saw him.
He's going to tell me when he's going next, and we'll meet up with him. So,
at a Storm,
as you know, I
100%.
As you know, I produce the Cool Button podcast.
Yes.
So I talk to Craig every Monday and Thursday.
Follow that podcast. Follow
yeah.
that podcast. It's really, really good.
For sure. Yeah. So Steve Coolius and Craig Button, Cool Button, uncensored hockey podcast.
That's right.
It's really good. And so Craig said next time he's going to a game in Guelph, he'll let us know. And Steve's daughter, I think, plays for the Griffins.
She does. Yeah. She plays for, she plays
so
for
he
the
might
college
come
team.
out and so we'll see what's going on there.
Oh, well, how about that? Isn't that interesting for us and nobody else? I'm just kidding. Yeah.
That's what this show's about. Just us
I
talking.
know. Listen to that podcast.
We're letting people,
we're
letting
Cool
people
Button.
into our lives. That's the magic, because not everyone cares about what your opinion of Ovi is and how great he is. Not everyone cares.
Are you sure?
By the way, when you talk about Sellies,
I
need to transition here a little bit. We'll get back to the NHL too, because I want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. But what I haven't played it yet, but what is your impressions of 22 Chell?
I can't talk about that right now in the middle of the show because it will derail the program.
We got another winner, do we? I haven't bought it yet. Just tell me right now, just one word. Should I buy it? One word.
It's like a hard.
I asked for one word.
I'll say.
Okay, let's talk about it later.
I'll say buy it if you really want to play it. Like if you're not gonna, I wouldn't buy it if you're not going to play a lot by yourself.
Why can't we just talk about it now,
dude? There's so much to get through. I'll give you the one word as a tease, and then people can stay with me because obviously you can tell I'm quite.
Does it
passionate
start with
about
a G or something?
No.
Okay.
The one word I'll describe it as is disappointing.
Okay. Again, I've heard that word now, I think for like at least 4 or 5 years, but
a decade.
Okay. So Montreal.
No. Before we do that, I want to talk to you a little bit about your impressions on this fiasco that occurred with the Maple Leafs with their goaltender, because of course, Mrazek got hurt. And then they were stuck in this weird cap conundrum where they had to sign a kid in the middle of his exams from the U of T. And he didn't have to play, of course. Jack Campbell, thankfully, didn't get hurt. But
yeah, so what does it matter? He didn't have to play.
But the rule is dumb. The
rule. So we're not blaming the Leafs. You're not blaming the rule.
I don't know how much. Listen,
I'm not a capologist. I can't figure it out.
I
don't know what the
on
deal
teams
is
for being bad with their cap, and the Leafs are the worst at it. But I don't think that this is a situation where you can blame them, because it's a dumb rule that only applies to goaltenders. And you can't, it's so weird because in the moment, because of something to do with the cap, you can't call a goaltender up to replace one that's injured within a certain time period. But then the very next day, Hutchison's allowed to be called an emergency call up after the situation has already resolved itself because Jack Campbell didn't get hurt and they didn't need the university guy to go in. It's dumb. They need to change that rule because people were, hey, you either love the Leafs or you hate the Leafs. I'm indifferent to it. I don't love them or hate them.
You obviously, your statement was just incorrect because you just said either you love them or hate them. Well, no, there's that in between too. I'm just making a point. Sorry.
I more hate them than love them more. So okay. I don't know why. They're just fun to tease, I guess. And I don't really like to, because I mean, enough's enough. This team's been through enough. The fans, really, I don't care about the team. They're making money, but it's goofy. And a lot of people immediately were like, haha, look at Kyle Dubas and his dumb cap, management, blah, blah. Had nothing to do with the cap. Had absolutely nothing to do with the cap. Learn a thing.
Okay. Educate me.
Well, that's basically what the rule is. And I don't even know what the actual rule says, but it only applies to goaltenders. They were talking about this on Overdrive as well.
But it had to be a cap thing, because if it wasn't a cap thing, they would have just brought Hutch in on Saturday, no?
But they couldn't, because there's this wonky rule in the CBA that applies to calling up goaltenders in emergency situations, because it's not a cap problem, because Hutchison is on the team now. It's a weird designation thing where within a 24-hour space, he's starting on Friday. Am I teaching you wait
a minute? But no, he's on the team now, but he wasn't on the team when Mrazek got hurt.
That's right. but
Right.
he could have been if this weird rule that literally only applies to goalies was a thing. And so they were talking on Overdrive and a number of other programs about Cool Button touched on it. And Craig was, not exactly complimentary to the Leafs. The cap. Yeah, they have cap problems. But the thing with this particular rule is it's a goofy thing that's goalie specific. And Noodles was basically Jamie McLennan basically threw out a thing where there's got to be some rule where every team is allowed a third goalie on their roster that is on a pro deal, but he doesn't count against the cap. He's strictly there for emergency purposes, travels with the team, practices with the team.
We talked about this with David Ayres, this exact same thing.
Yeah. And the only reason that wasn't a fiasco and turned into a great story. I believe Disney's actually making a movie about him. I know for a fact, dude, I actually know for a fact they are, because our mutual friend Dark Eye and I, on another show that I was on with him, had him on as a guest one night with his lovely wife, Sarah. And like, they have the script and everything. So like Disney's making a movie about him. I really hope it's called E-Bug. I really, really do. And it's going to be magical. We'll go to the theater. I'll buy tickets.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take
VIP only, please.
100%. Dude, you're sidetracking me a lot tonight.
Yeah, that's what this show's about. I told you already.
You're telling me, if you don't go to VIP theaters, folks, and I know it's expensive to go to the movies.
Whatever.
I got taken for the first time. I didn't know this was a thing. My lovely girlfriend, Kate, took me a couple years ago. I can't even remember what we went to see because I was just focused on being comfy the whole time. It's another level. I'll never go see a regular film again with the slobs of society.
It is another level. There's no question about it. I went to see the Bond film last week.
How was it?
Do you know what happened? Can I do a spoiler?
No. Don't be that guy. Don't do that. It's the second episode of the show, and you're trying to piss everybody off.
Well, the movie's been out for like a couple weeks now. So
if you're going to talk about the general synopsis, which is out there, where the whole movie is about a virus getting released, then yes, that's not really a spoiler. It's
I want to tell you the ending.
No, dude, you can't do that. I'll come around the block. I know where you live.
Yeah,
Don't do that. I can't stand
fine.
that.
Right,
remember a couple years ago?
I couldn't believe it though. I was like, this isn't happening. I couldn't believe it. I'm
just going to assume he died or something. So I remember a couple years ago when I can't even remember who it was, but an NFL player, when the last Avengers movie came out, where like it was the final one where they were fighting that big purple fella and whatever. It was like the culmination of all the movies, like, so big battle at the end or whatever. The movie had literally been out for like 3 days and everyone is excited, the comic book movie, whatever. Right. And an NFL player, for the life of me, can't remember who it was, tweeted out, "Rest in peace, Iron Man, Tony Stark, my dog." People lost it.
I guess so.
Because it's been a few years since this came out. Spoiler, Iron Man dies at the end, makes a courageous thing or whatever, and he dies. People lost their minds.
Wow.
Like amazing. It was the guy had to deactivate his Twitter account.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Something in common with the Bond film. Anyway.
Well, oh my God. Well, Clarky, you're going to have to delete your Twitter account.
No, you know what, though? I don't think he really did.
Nah, he didn't.
Like, he would have got out of it, but like, you know what I'm saying?
He'll be fine.
We'll find out next movie. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He will be.
Let's talk a little bit about you were all horned up to talk about Montreal, so I know it's a thing ahead on our list.
Did you watch the TNT broadcast last night?
I did see clips of it. It was unbelievable.
I was watching it.
It was so funny.
Nasty said
Biz was
he said that, and it was really good.
He's got another
Gretzky's pretty good. Wayne's pretty loose and loosey goosey on that show. He's pretty good.
You know what, dude? And this isn't a disrespect to him as a a player, person, whatever, but Gretzky like is the poster boy of the vanilla hockey player guy.
Mm-hmm.
I am like
Yeah.
decently surprised. Like he's not unreal. He's not the most brilliant broadcaster ever, but I am actually pleasantly surprised at how like functional he is.
Yeah. Well, he's good.
Like
and Biz Nasty is good. I mean, he's got to obviously
Biz
act a little different. He's got to act differently though. He can't be the real Biz, right? Obviously. But yeah. But it was a good little exchange yesterday.
No, it was fun.
It's good. I just didn't watch it.
They're better than ESPN right now, but Buffalo for some reasons 3-0, but the Habs are 0-5, and I mean they're playing as we record this. They're going to be like 0-6.
They're 0-4.
They're going to be 0-5.
Well, they're losing 2-1. They've scored a goal tonight, which probably is a huge.
Their fourth goal of the season.
Fourth goal of the season, so that's good. Toffoli scored tonight. But Buffalo, you know what? My buddy, I'm going to give him credit because I think it was a great line. Steve Coolius on the Cool Button podcast today.
I know exactly what you're talking.
He said it was like a paper fire. So when you first light it, it's great. It's like beautiful.
It disintegrates,
but then it disintegrates pretty fast and goes to nothing. So Buffalo fans, enjoy it while you can. We'll have to get, what's the Buffalo Sabre dude we had on last year on the other podcast? Anyway, he was good. Remember the fan guy in Buffalo?
Oh man, you're talking about Angry Radio Dwayne Steinel of the Two Goalies One Mic podcast.
Yeah, that guy.
A beauty.
He's
a beauty. Yeah, we will get Dwayne on. I know that Dwayne
should have got him on this
show.
Week. 3-0. They would have been
3-0. Yeah, we're. We will get Dwayne on. He's a beauty, and you should check his show out too, especially if you're a Sabres fan. Two Goalies, One Mic. I believe they're on the Trainwreck Sports Network. They're a lot of fun.
Why and Dwayne on there.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. We'll do a merger. It's bizarre. But it's early and like they'll fall off. They don't have the talent to keep this up. Their goaltending. I love Craig Anderson. God love the guy. I think he's 10 wins shy of 300. Maybe now he'll get it. I don't know, but yeah, it's positive. We'll good for them. Just the Eichel thing is bizarre. We won't dig too much into the Eichel thing now. We'll get Dwayne on. Dwayne will come on. No problem. We'll get Angry Dwayne on.
Oh, I got breaking news.
Oh,
not that it really matters because we're taping the show. The Hurricanes are now leading 3-1. And guess who scored a goal?
Oh, no way. Kotkaniemi scored?
Kotkaniemi scores a goal. That is the best thing ever. Oh, my goodness.
The $6 million man. Oh.
Kotkaniemi. Oh, boy.
Offer Sheet City. Oh, my gosh.
Anyway,
we
can have a little fun every once in a while at their expense, right? Because you know what? They went to the final last year.
I'll have fun at anybody's expense. I don't care.
And they laughed at the Leafs. So I'm just going to take advantage of this when I can.
At the Leafs, yeah. That's
Freddie Anderson between the pipes tonight too.
That's painful. That
is. I wish he must be getting the John Tavares New York Coliseum, the Island Coliseum.
How dare you even compare it to that?
I'm saying the way that those fans in New York treated John when he came back was ruthless.
There's no way that the Montreal fans are doing that to Kotkaniemi.
Well, Montreal fans wouldn't probably, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe some people booed. Like Montreal fans are ruthless for sure. But dude, it's not even close to what happened. Dude, okay, first of all, Kotkaniemi played for what? Like parts of 3
I know, but they hate him there now.
No, I don't think so. Because look, man, you know what? His playoff numbers were like great. He was really, really solid in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then he left. He left.
Yeah, but Montreal didn't make him the same offer. Why would anybody fault him for taking, albeit undeserved, $6.1 million in Carolina? Like, you can't fault the kid for that. Also, the relevance of him in the lore of Montreal Canadiens history compared to the relevance of John Tavares.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the way the fans would have treated him tonight.
They wouldn't have treated him even nearly as bad. Dude, when John Tavares went on
it's easy to find out. We'll just go watch the highlights and find out.
I don't even need to look at it because I know it's not as bad. Dude,
Okay.
when John Tavares walked on the ice, people were throwing 6-foot-long plastic snakes at him. Dude, don't even
And they got it wrong with the
act.
pajamas too. Can I make that clear? He wasn't wearing Leaf pajamas.
Yeah, it was a
Leaf
comforter.
comforter.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
all these stupid New York Islander fans got to
Okay,
get their
let's
facts
relax
right.
over there.
Okay.
Let's relax over there. It's just
All right.
one of
Fine.
those things.
Anyway.
Dude, can you even imagine? I just for reference's sake, I will after this show go back and watch that video of Tavares walking on the ice. It was unbelievable. And dude, literally, give Islanders fans credit.
They're crazy. They're definitely crazier than Montreal fans. There's no more irate. There's no question about that. Like overall, overall.
Yeah. Montreal fans are a little less like over the top, I guess. Like, I mean, there's been a lot of incidents at the old Nassau Coliseum over the years with fans, but it's one of those things where like that fan base basically turned into an English soccer stadium. They chanted non-stop that night at John Tavares. We don't need you. Wear your pajamas. Like there was a whole thing. Dude, they did not let that guy have a
You got to
break
stop
all
proving
night.
me wrong all the time on this show. I'm just saying something.
I'm really good at it though. Like that's the thing. I love an argument.
See, that's why it's called instigating.
You instigated me. Too.
I instigated
a bad call,
and then I just got pummeled.
It was a bad.
I got the
comparison.
instigator and I went down. I think is what happened.
Yeah, 100%. You
Okay,
got injured here.
Fine.
Like
I just got excited because I saw Montreal losing and Kotkaniemi scored.
And your excitement, and I forgive you, but your excitement got the better of you, right?
I know.
And then what did I do? And then
I got the 2, 5, and 10.
And then I gave you the business, right? Like
You
that's
did.
that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
By the way, just one last thing on the Islanders. Our thoughts are with Mike Bossy, who was diagnosed with cancer this week. So I grew up watching this guy.
Sad.
Amazing guy, amazing goal scorer. So,
Mike,
anyway.
we're pulling for you, man. Mike Bossy is one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Many people hold him in high regard as the greatest scorer ever. And like I said in episode 1, I completely understand why. And that guy had his career cut short when he was playing. Unbelievable. 9 straight 50-goal seasons, 4 straight Stanley Cup championships. He was, along with Trottier and all those great Islanders players, Potvin. He was
Gillies, Billy Smith,
Gillies,
Rush.
battling Billy Smith. He was a cornerstone of arguably some would say the greatest dynasty in NHL history. I think that's probably a record that will never be broken. They won 19 straight playoff series. I don't think that'll ever happen again. We're thinking about you, boss. Like that's, really tough news for the hockey world.
The Leafs are gunning for that record, by the way. 19 straight playoff.
19 straight
series.
Playoff losses?
No, stop.
19 straight playoff losses?
That's the goal.
We
have a goal. We have a goal. 19 straight playoff wins.
Hey, man, like my dad always said to me, always have a goal. It's good to have a goal.
That's right. It's not to win 1, it's to win 19. Anyway.
Montreal hasn't won. Chicago's getting blown out. Coincidentally, as we record this, and I laughed at this on Twitter today. The Habs, Hawks, and Coyotes, our 3 favorite teams.
Mm-hmm.
They're at the bottom. Literally, they are 30, 31, 32 in the NHL standings. Yeah. And I saw somebody tweet, yes, the karmic 3. But
Arizona and Chicago have points. Let's just be clear.
Yeah, they have.
Montreal has 0.
Immaterial. Who cares? I find it funny that the 3 teams that recently, drafted and or got mixed up in horrific sexual assault allegations are the ones that are riding the bottom of the standings, because of course you'll remember that the Canadiens inexplicably drafted Logan Mailloux with the last pick in the first round recently. And the Coyotes, of course, had that whole thing with that. I don't even remember his name. Mitchell Miller. Is that the kid they drafted in the 4th round that horrifically abused that kid he went to school with? And then, of course, everybody is aware of what's going on with the Chicago Blackhawks and that joke of an organization with the sexual assault stuff. I just thought, I saw that on Twitter. Somebody tweeted, the karmic 3, where they belong. And I thought, good. I wish
your
nothing
Caps play
beyond
the
this.
Habs Saturday, so they could be 0-6.
They're
after
gonna crush
Saturday.
it, dude. Ovi.
They should. For sure.
I think it's in Montreal.
I'll be cheering for them. Yeah, I think it is for sure.
I think
Saturday
it's in
night,
Montreal,
it probably will be.
and that's Ovi's favorite place to play on the road. And no Carey Price, he will get a hat trick. He's hot. He's hot to start the year. They're playing right now, and he's going. I just find it funny that those three teams in particular are at the bottom. Is there anything else? Oh, final thing with hockey, unless you have anything else, we gotta toss our hat in the ring with this Evander Kane thing. Like, what the hell?
This guy's just troubled. He's just a troubled guy. Like,
have you seen
what else is there to say?
A guy with that much talent literally light his career on fire? Like, I'm trying to think, like maybe Josh Gordon in the NFL. I mean, although the treatment of him has been very unfair, in my opinion. The guy smokes pot sometimes. Like, Roger, shut up. But I'm literally trying to think of like maybe John Jones in the UFC with all the steroid busts that he's had and the whole cocaine thing. I'm just trying to think, like, I can't remember the last time off the top of my head right now where we saw a guy like this, maybe in the NHL anyway, that had that. Like, this guy's a good hockey player. Like, he scored 30 goals. Like, he's an effective power forward, can put the puck in the net. He's always been a talented offensive player. Like, the Sharks didn't give him $7+ million for, as a charity case. The guy can play. It's just that but
will he ever play again?
Yeah, that's the big question a lot of people are asking. I personally think he will. I don't think that he's done after this 21 games.
Will he play for San Jose?
I don't think so, simply because here's what's going to happen. San Jose is either, and I'm not a legal expert, I don't know if they have grounds to terminate his contract.
Right.
If they do, I would do it because based on comments from Logan Couture and a number of other guys, and of course, before all this stuff really broke wide open, Kevin Kurz of The Athletic wrote a piece in the summer basically saying none of these guys want this guy back in the room. And then all this stuff happens. And really unfortunate. I'll say this, extremely unfortunate to see the very public playing out of obvious issues with his estranged wife and all that stuff. Like, no one wants to see that. But in terms of the things that he is directly responsible for, and you know what? He's been very forthright in saying, I have a gambling problem. That's very sad. I know
I hope
that have had very severe gambling problems. It's a serious thing. But what he got suspended for is utterly inexcusable. To fake,
I don't mean laugh, but it's crazy.
No, it's like laughing. I couldn't believe
fake vaccine certificate.
The guy faked vaccine documents and told the team he was vaccinated, and he's not. And I don't care. I really don't care what your opinion is on getting vaccinated or not. I got vaccinated right away. And if you're still in the minority, and by the way, you are in the minority, the stark minority of people that don't want to get vaccinated because you think there's a microchip or you're going to grow a third eye or something, whatever. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Do you? But this guy, to literally, because it's not even so much a thing of Clarkie saying, the rest of the team's vaccinated, and if I'm not and bring the virus in, one of my teammates might potentially die. That would be a high likelihood if somebody wasn't vaccinated, maybe. It's the fact that, and we're seeing this literally tonight as we record this, Mark Scheifele, Nathan McKinnon the other week.
Yeah.
If you test positive, and if you're vaccinated, it's highly likely you're not even going to feel anything. But if you do test positive, you can't play. Mackenzie Blackwood,
nor should
Tyler Bertuzzi, nor should you. Absolutely. Because it's not even about the rest of your team that are vaccinated. If one of them now tests positive because you're a donkey, guess what? They can't play. And San Jose's got a tough enough time winning games these days anyway. What if Logan Couture can't play? Erik Karlsson, he's actually been pretty good so far. Like, out of the lineup because you're a moron. Like I
I
just
don't know. I
don't-
hope I honestly feel for the guy as a person, and I hope he can turn his life around because he needs to get it turned around. He needs to be surrounded by some, I think, better people. And I just don't like seeing that. I just don't like seeing it.
no, it's tough
when a guy goes through what he's going through.
Yeah, it's tough. And you wonder about his mental well-being and everything. And like, I don't want anything to happen to this guy. Right. And
Don't even
it's unfortunate when you look at throughout the history of his career, Atlanta to Winnipeg to Buffalo to, all the way to San Jose now. Literally the story is the same every single time. There was that now infamous story about in Winnipeg when Dustin Byfuglien and his teammates threw all of his stuff into the shower. Everywhere this guy goes, people can't stand him despite his talent. With that,
remember he tweeted all that money around him in Vegas.
Oh yeah, with the brick of cash.
That was sort of the first one of a lot of bad things, I thought.
I'll be honest, I didn't have a problem with that. I remember that. I think that they were still in Atlanta when he tweeted that out.
Yeah, I think he
was. I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. The guy's having fun in Vegas, big deal. But now looking back and learning about
that's what I'm saying.
The fact he's got a severe gambling problem. Like this guy owes casinos a lot of money.
That's not very good.
There were rumors that this guy, like, he's burned through a large majority of what he's earned in the NHL. Like, that's scary, man.
He declared bankruptcy, didn't he?
He declared bankruptcy. Like, it's a really scary thing, right?
That's all I want to say is I hope he can turn it around.
Me too. I want the best for this guy. Like, I don't wish him.
I don't care if he plays hockey. I really don't.
I don't.
I really don't.
I don't think he should care.
I want him to turn his life around. That's all I want to say.
Me too. I just hope the guy's healthy. Beyond me thinking that he's an absolute moron for pulling this vaccine stunt.
Yeah.
But
he's
beyond
troubled.
saying
he's
that,
troubled.
I really hope that the guy, turns his life around. It's unfortunate, man. Like, it's not good.
I have a correction I have to make.
Okay.
The Caps, and I thought you would have corrected me. They're not playing Montreal on Saturday. Montreal playing the Red Wings. The Caps are playing the Flames at home. So my apologies.
But they play Montreal very soon though. Like I think their next game is against Montreal. Because I was listening to Locked On Caps earlier today, and they were talking about
their next game
Montreal,
Ottawa. Maybe after Ottawa, they're coming up to Canada. Maybe after that. So
I know they're playing Montreal soon. And they will beat them, and it'll be great. Ovi have. Let's set the under over at 5.5. I'll take the over in
5.5 points.
Points, yeah, he'll have 5.5 points.
And a shout out. Hold on.
Okay.
If you're watching us.
Oh, the
Argonauts with a big victory last week against the Tiger Cats. Last minute field goal, 50-something yards. It was a fun game to watch, Ryan. I know you didn't watch it, but it was a fun game to watch.
I'm just not CFL guy.
I know, but it was a good game to watch. Just
and hey, you beat the Tiger Cats. That's the big rivalry, right?
So it's the big rivalry. Yeah, it was rivalry. Good. I was
absolutely. Happy. Let's talk.
We don't have much. You know what? We've gone an hour. We don't have to do any time now. I get it, but
no, we don't.
We can't let the people fall asleep on us.
No, there's just a couple things I want to touch on.
A couple of quick things. Okay. Robot umps. We need to bring robot umps in.
Robot umps.
That one. That's coming.
We will have somebody on soon to talk about that. By the way, next week, our friend Aaron Karolnik, the new host on First Up on TSN Radio, and he, of course, does great work for TSN Edge as well. He is going to join us.
Works with Carlo in the mornings. So if you ever want to listen online,
First Up,
you're in
they're
Midwestern
awesome.
Ontario, they are good, and he's
6
pretty
to
good.
10.
He's a young guy, and he's got a big gig.
He's crushing it. Him and Carlo have good chemistry. I love the show, and
they do.
They're doing a really, really good job. Looks like the Astros are probably going to go back to the World Series. We'll see. So, yay, that's great.
Bang on the drum all day.
Major League Baseball announced they're going to finally pay minor league players and cover their housing. So thank God, at least that's a step in the right direction.
Right.
And
so when they make their $80 million a year, are they going to pay any of it back? No, like seriously.
What? The minor
if those
leaguers?
minor league guys make it to the majors, they should have to pay it back.
No, they shouldn't. Clark.
Yes, they should, man.
Oh my God!
Come on,
that's such a bad take.
You're gonna give
We've been friends for a long time. That's a
I'm not saying
take.
I'm not saying the guys who make $10,000 a year I'm saying the guys who make a lot of money.
No,
we're going to pay their.
So what
housing?
what you're saying is a guy's making next to nothing in the minor leagues.
That's fine. Give him housing.
Right. Then
no
eventually
problem.
he makes the majors and potentially signs a big superstar deal. And when he does that, you think that he should give the billionaire the money back.
Pay it back. Yeah.
That's horrific, Clark.
Pay it back.
No.
Just pay it back.
No.
It's like, it's like a student loan. It's like a student loan.
It's not.
Okay, Ryan, are you done? Because I have a very important question I need to ask you still. But I want it to be the last question of the day.
The only other thing that I wanted to touch on, and I don't know if you saw this, the Kansas City Chiefs played Washington last weekend, and Washington was honoring Sean Taylor, the running back, of course, who's beloved there, and he passed away. Mm-hmm. He's a legend in Washington. And Patrick Mahomes' brother, I cannot stand this kid, and he's on TikTok doing goofy stuff all the time, and that's fine. At the stadium, they had a roped off, like, commemorative big logo painted on the field for Sean Taylor. And like Sean Taylor's family's there and everything. This donkey jumps over the chains and does like a little dance on top of the guy's number. I was so mad. That's so disrespectful. And if I was Patrick Mahomes, and by the way, I can't even remember his brother's name. Who cares? The only reason anybody even knows who this dumb kid is because his brother's the best quarterback in the league, arguable this year. But if I was Patrick Mahomes and that was my brother, I would slap the hell out of him. Mm-hmm. That's live on TikTok. I'd turn his TikTok on and I would slap him. That's embarrassing. No, I'm not on TikTok, but
we let's have a show. We should have a show account.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, you can run it. You can do it. I don't want to be on TikTok because of people like Patrick Mahomes' brother. What a donkey. I was so mad. What do you have to say? Because
I have a question.
Okay.
We have to wrap up the show, right? We're done.
Yeah.
Tell me about Chell now. Let's go.
Okay, good. Because the only other thing I have is connected to that.
Tell me.
Because
I haven't bought it. Bought it.
Yep.
I buy it every year. And every year I say,
we're suckers, eh?
Why did I buy this? Because the only thing I'm
dude.
paying $100 for is an updated roster. That's all I'm paying for.
So a couple things. So big news, obviously, the biggest EA property is FIFA. And FIFA, the organization, not the game.
Soccer? That's soccer.
Yeah, yes. The Federación de International Football Asociación. Okay. Yeah. You're learning.
Yeah. Kick the ball.
They have announced that they are ending their exclusive partnership with EA Sports, meaning that other game companies can approach FIFA to develop soccer games, which is unbelievable news. That's so good.
It's good. Competition's good.
Yes,
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. We
it's
saw that with
consumer friendly
with MLB.
Yes,
they were exclusively on PlayStation. Now they're on both. I guess it's a little bit different, but because the same developer is making the MLB games because ESPN doesn't do it anymore. And I like the show a lot. But yes, you can buy it on Xbox now, which is of course. So I am hopeful eventually that the NHL will do the same thing because this has continuously gotten to levels of ridiculousness that I can't even begin to adequately describe to our viewers and listeners. Let's start with the good parts. And I'll keep everybody awake. I know we've been going a while here. Let's start with positives. I will give them credit because this, Clark, they do this every year. Oh, look, we've got all new features and blah, 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 and whatever. And it's all BS. And I'm not talented enough to figure them out anyway. So I don't care.
Right. So poke check. So basically, Clarky's I'm going to get you a t-shirt with just R1 on the t-shirt because Clarky's favorite button in Shell is R1.
Yeah. And then I get mad when I get a penalty.
Well, you'll be happy about this. So one of the things that they said, because the big thing this year was that finally, and probably too little too late, because they're going to do a new one now that new generation consoles are out. NHL is finally on EA's Frostbite game engine, which is basically the thing that makes the game work. FIFA's been on it since the inception of it. Madden's on it.
I've heard mixed reviews about that, but
The Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
It's decent. Like FIFA is
How
really
will I
good.
see a difference? So what will I see different being on Frostbite? Wherever it's called.
So that's the thing too, is like, oh, this graphics, it looks a little better. I'll say this, like the look wise, not much of a difference. Some player faces are improved finally. Like Tom Wilson actually looks like Tom Wilson. Ovi looks,
I don't care.
Good,
but that's fine.
The lighting is better. Like the lighting's really cool.
Okay.
I like that. They have nerfed some of the gameplay. Now this has become very divisive amongst the NHL community. The gameplay is a lot slower. It's not as arcadey. And I actually like that because it feels a little more real.
So I might be able to play it a little better if it's slower.
So let's not jump to conclusions. So, because the poke check button still exists. But here's what'll make you happy. They said that they were going to nerf that a little bit and make it not so trip happy. And they have. They have. Yeah. So every single time that you're near a guy's legs and poke, they don't trip. It still happens sometimes.
Well, and that's what I kept saying to you, right? I kept saying to you,
it's every
if
time.
I'm playing hockey, playing hockey. And if I go to poke check a guy, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to get tripped. I know where I'm poke checking.
And
I do.
Yeah. Everywhere but the game. And so
that's on the ice. I'm talking real hockey. I know you don't play it, but I do.
Oh God, we're gonna get in this conversation. I'd score on you every single shot, but
there's a challenge.
Yeah. So So and I can't even skate anymore. So
we're gonna do that, by the way.
Okay.
That is a challenge I am accepting right now.
Let's do it.
Let's hook that up with the Cyclones.
Basically,
intermission.
Oh, I like that. Anyway, what I wanted to say as Kate is bugging me for her debit card, and I don't even know why I have it. I have it. So
you're spending your money. That's why.
Absolutely, I spend all of her money. So basically, the other things that I like are, the gameplay's a little more slow, more measured. The passing is harder, but like a lot more friendly. Here's the other thing that they've fixed a little bit. The whole cross crease goal thing, the easy tapping goal, it's not as easy. Defenders will actually like break the play up a lot. I've been trying incessantly, like the first game I played, to do cross crease tap-ins, and it was harder to score them. And that's positive. Another thing that people don't seem to like, or at least one of the complaints I've seen, is this new feature that they've amped up called Superstar X Factors. So, and you know this, Clarky, this is something I've complained about the games for a really long time. When I'm McDavid, I want to feel like I'm controlling McDavid. And they've done that with this new system where superstar players have these X Factor abilities.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty fun, right? So that's positive. My computer's going to die. So you just...
Yeah, well, hurry, Ryan. You need to you need to condense your thoughts a little bit more on this topic, because now you've gone nearly 10 minutes, I think, on the NHL.
Well,
so can you just sort of wrap it up? Like, I just asked you if I should buy it. Like, is it better? I don't want you to go like
the game plays a little better,
detail by detail here.
The game.
Did you buy it? You bought it, obviously.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to see.
Bring it over. Bring it over.
Let's play no, because it's literally on my PlayStation. You come over here.
Bring it over.
I'm not bringing my PlayStation. I'm not unplugging it. It's annoying.
You've done it before.
I'm not doing that. So I live around the block, but the gameplay is a little better. I don't know how much use you're going to get out of it, though, Clarky, if you don't like playing online. I'm a franchise guy. I like to run the Washington Capitals, and all of the game modes are literally the exact same bland garbage.
Yeah. I like the poke check thing. That might just get my $80 off. Yeah. No, no tripping is.
I don't think it's worth $80.
I don't either.
Here's my biggest thing that I'll say. NHL, here's what they should do. If they want to keep the NHL rights, if they, want to let 2K come back or whatever and make games, what they should do is they should make an actual hockey simulation game. What NHL used to be, it was a simulation of hockey to play. And the best part of Chell is what you just said, Clarky. The best part of Chell growing up, and I played them all, is sitting with your buddies on the couch and playing.
Yeah.
That's the best part. I like playing the single player modes and running the team. Now all this Hockey Ultimate Team garbage is taken over. What they should do is have one team make a game for the fans. And then everybody that likes this Ultimate Team card trading garbage, make that a completely separate game. Make it free to play. And if people want to go on there and spend their dumb money buying packs and packs.
Yeah. And then you can sell two games.
But we'll just make the Ultimate Team one free to play.
Yeah, whatever.
Because people buy it to buy the packs and open it praying they get McDavid or something.
I shouldn't have asked you this question. Can we wrap up? Can you roll the music?
Yeah, I'll start rolling the music. This is Instigating with Clarky and Dre. We're brought to you by Coolbet and, of course, in part by the Listowel Squash Courts. Check them out on Facebook.
Jacob's Ladder.
We're not talking about Jacob's Ladder again. Don't watch Jacob's Ladder if you want to go to sleep tonight. Follow us on social media at Instigating Pod. We're on Twitter and Facebook. Maybe someday we'll be on TikTok. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. Patrick Mahomes' brother is a loser on there, so follow him. And go Caps. I mean, what else is there to say, right?
Go Leafs. That's what else there is to say. Go Leafs.
Gross. This is Instigating with Clarky and Dre. We'll be back next week. See ya.